else is ahead of you, or you should be further in what you're doing right now or in life. And in today's live stream, we'll be exploring why trusting your own timing is the key to personal growth and inner peace, and how to stop chasing or rushing and start trusting your whole journey and allow life to unfold perfectly for you. Hey love, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for popping in again, and thanks for coming back. Thanks for always coming back to support your girl, and thanks for always coming back to watch my video. I really do appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And if it's your first time coming across my channel, thank you so much. And if you watch this video, you love the video impacted you, I have a lot of videos similar like this. You can go check them out. And for my makeup girlies, I have a proper playlist of makeup. You can also check them out. So in today's topic, we'll be talking about how to start learning to trust in your own timing. How to start learning to trust your own timing. Start uh trusting, believing, and still having the hope or the faith in the vision on what you're working towards or what you're wanting to achieve in, with and how to stop discharging or letting go of all the distraction. Because when you're working towards something, when you have a goal, you have a vision, there's always distraction side to side to distract you. When you look at your right hand side, there's a distraction there to take your attention from your goal. When you look at your right hand side, there's always a distraction there to take you out from your goal. So today I will also be giving you ways and tips, or probably not ways, but when I'm done talking about this video, I know you have the idea, and your concentration and the vision will come back to you, and continue focusing on where you're going to continue focusing on your vision and your goal. And we'll go straight. But before we start this video, I'll be saying an affirmation. It has been long I said an affirmation before starting my video, but it is what it is. Today we'll be starting an affirmation, and this affirmation is, I'm talking too fast right now. I have to take a pause, a break, a relax. But that's not the affirmation. I trust my journey. I honor my pace. I allow life to unfold perfectly for me. I trust my journey. I honor my pace, and I allow life to unfold perfectly for me. Now, one of it is key. Life is not a race. Your path is unique, and your timing is just perfect for you. Now, I said this: life is not a race. Your time is unique. Your time is just perfectly for you. I feel as if I've heard this thousands of times. I've read this thousands of times. It's just a quote. No, sweetheart, it's not a quote. When you look deep down into this, you understand that these years you've heard it severally from people. You've heard it from books. You've heard it from people talking about it, or even from quotes when you're reading quotes. But it's a perfect truth that life is not a race. You have to allow your whole journey to be different. Most of the time, you have to allow your journey to be different from the journey of other people. Even if you're working towards something that you inspire to people, you have someone that is inspiring you. But at least it's very important, if you really want to achieve this thing that you want to achieve, to allow your journey to be different from the one of other people. And don't always forget this in your head. Like I said, when you look down or deep into it, your journey is a unique journey. I know your journey might not as fast as the journey of the people you're looking towards to, or the people that you're following on social media, are the people that are making it, that are successful in their skills, or that skills that you still have but it's not working out right now. Your journey is unique. But first of all, you need to accept it that your journey is unique. I know when it's slow, like I said, growth is slow. When it's slow at that particular moment, you think nothing is working out. When am I going to get to that part? When am I going to get to that place? When am I going to get to that place that I'm going to? Definitely you will get to that place, but you just have to take it one step at a time. When you're climbing a step, you can't just from the step 1 and jump to the step 20 if it's step 20 or step 10. You have to take it one step at a time. And when you're climbing that step, if it's a very high step at a time, sometimes you might not even see the ending. But the more you keep climbing it, the more you keep getting clarification, the more you keep getting the more the goals getting cleared to you, the more you keep getting inspired, the more you keep understanding that yes, it's working out, yes, we're going to get to that place. Your journey is unique. We are not born in the same days. We are all born in different days, and we all have our different purpose, and we all have our different timing. Don't ever compare your timing with someone else's timing. Yeah, someone else, you might be doing the same skill with someone, or someone you seniored, or someone you went to the same school with, or family member that you're older than. They're doing very great with their passion, their job, whatever in life, and you're not yet there. Does not mean that it's not going to happen. Does not mean that you're not going to get it. We all we are born with our different purposes, and we all we are born with our different, different life journey to make or to get to that place. There is always a different road to take to get to the position or to get to that destination. Don't always forget that whenever you're going to somewhere, or you're going to whatever place that you're going in a road, I'm using a road to make as an example, there's always different roads to get to that destination. There's always different place to get to that destination. So this person might take the fastest road to get to that destination. Yours might be a little bit slower. Maybe you might be driving very slow. This person might be driving 120 miles per hour, and you might be driving 80 miles per hour. You're not going to arrive to that destination. Yeah, this person might arrive before you got there, but definitely, even if you drive 80 miles per hour, it might take you time, but you're still going to get to that place. And when you're driving this 80 miles per hour, you're not going to be rushed. You're not going to think I'm driving too fast, and you're not going to be hesitated in the road, and you're not going to be mad with people that you're driving together on the road. But this person is driving 120 or 180, whatever miles that this person is driving. This person might always be quarreling with people on the road, like, give me space, I have to overtake, leave the road, I have to overtake. I'm making this example like when I'm traveling with my husband, the way he drives. It's a very good example. The way he drives, when he's driving very fast, like driving 180, 120 by miles, when we are traveling, this is how I used to talk, like, leave the road, leave the road, leave the road. But when he's driving very calm and we are not in a haste in the road, he drives very smoothly, does not have any argument or quarrel with anybody in the road. But definitely we're still going to get to that place that we are going. So this is what I'm trying to say, that your journey is unique. Your timing is unique. Trust your journey. Trust your timing. Yes, you're going to get to that destination. Yes, you're going to get to that place that you're going, but it might be slow at the time. It might take 2 months delay. You might think that growth is not happening. You might start thinking that, are you sure this is going to work? Are you sure we're going to get to this place? Yes, you're going to get to this place. The journey might look too long. The journey might look as if you're taking too much time, but yes, you're going to get to that place. That's why I say something like, when you driving towards your goal, when you have a vision that you want to achieve, when you're focusing on that vision, it's very important to try as much as possible to focus on that vision, because when you look at your right, you see distractions. When you look at your left, you see distractions, and these distractions are rushing block. You're trying to rush it. Growth happens in the waiting. Growth happens in the waiting. When you're trying to rush things, they take time to happen, and sometimes they ended up not happening. When you think that your growth is not happening, why is it not happening? Why is this thing not working? Why am I not getting to this place? This is when your growth starts becoming so slow, because you're distracting yourself with things that are not necessary. But when you focus and you put your attention on that goal, that I don't care, we are born in different days, and there are always different roads to hit your destination. There are always different places to pass and get to that destination that you're going to. But I know that I'm going to get there, even if I'm taking too slow right now, even if I think growth is not happening, but I'm going to get there. And when you start losing focus, when you start losing interest, and you start looking at the right side, looking at the both side, this is when you start getting distracted. This is when you start looking at people, comparing yourself, and you want to start rushing things to get to the place of where these people are. Now, your growth is supposed to take time, because I always believe that we all have our purposes. This is why I say affirmation sometimes, and I say these things to the universe and God, that I was created for a purpose, and they know why I'm created for a purpose. And I'm not going to leave this earth until I achieve that purpose. Whatever purpose that I was created for, I might not know that purpose right now. It might not be clear right now, because sometimes growth is not clear. It might not be clear right now, but I know that the universe, God, my higher self, they always know why I was created, and they know that I have a purpose. We all have special gifts and purposes that we are created into this life. I always know this, I understand this, and I always say this affirmation to myself, especially when I feel confused, especially when I feel distracted. This is the affirmation that I always say to myself, that I was created into this earth for a purpose. The purpose might not be clear right now. I might not understand that purpose, but I know that I will never, and I can never leave this earth until I achieve that purpose. So these people might have gotten to where they are going. The goal might have been clear for them, but right now yours is still in the middle. You're still not very clear, and these people have gotten to that place, and you're seeing these people, and this is when the distraction come, and it's not time for you to start distracting yourself. And when you're trying to make it work, when you're trying to rush the process, when you're trying to, let's make it work, you want to put control, you want to make it your own way, you want to put it into your hand. Now this growth is not working. I've been working towards this thing for years. I've been trying to do this thing for years. Let's make it work. Let's get to that place, to this, to get these people hard. Let's get to this place that I want to go. It might just be that you have to give it time. It might just be that you have to, understand and give yourself time, give yourself that space, give yourself that peace for this growth to happen. But when you start rushing it, it's when you're trying to challenge or tell God or tell the universe that, you know what, you go take a rest, I can do it myself. You know what, go take a nap, I can do this myself. Since I've been waiting for you guys and you guys have refused to do something, go take a nap, let me do it myself. And you want to do it with your manpower, and when you want to do it with your manpower, this is when the distraction comes. And when the distraction comes, this is when you start rushing everything. You want to rush your relationship, you want to rush the promotion, you want to rush the friendship, you want to rush the business. Now you've seen your friends started a business, and you say, okay, maybe starting a business is the anything. It might just be deep down inside of you. You don't really want to start your business. You love what you're doing right now. You love your working space. You love what you're doing. You love the contribution that you're giving to your company, and you're doing perfectly well, and you're getting paid perfectly well. It's something that you might increase your skill and continue to do what you're doing. Just continue increasing your skill, because definitely in this life, growth is supposed to be happening every time or every season in our life. That whatever you're doing, you have to always elevate your game. You have to always elevate yourself. Now, because of this pressure of you want to get to that place that you want to be, you want to get to this destination, and you want to force it, and this distraction remove your eyes or your attentions from your goal or what you're working towards. You start rushing everything. You want to rush the promotion. You want to do it by force. You want to do everything by force for your boss to promote you. You want to do everything by force to get into this relationship or make this person that you with to get married to this person, start having family or kids. Why? Because you started distracting yourself and you started comparing yourself. And when you start distracting yourself, this is when comparison comes. You start doubting yourself. You start asking yourself questions if it's going to work. Now, like I was saying something before that, this distraction comes, you want to rush everything, you want to make everything work. Because your friend is doing a business, and deep down inside of you really don't want to do a business, but because you think maybe this is what is trendy right now, maybe this is what is working right now, let me start a business. And you know how it goes. That business will never work out. That business, you end up leaving that business beside. And you say, okay, my friend in social media is having a perfect relationship. They found the perfect person or whatever it is, comparison. You left what you're supposed to be doing, your attention, your concentration. But because your timing, and you're supposed to understand your timing is not supposed to be the timing of someone else. And because of what you're seeing right now, you want to start living the life of other people. Because when you start comparing and start saying that maybe this is what is trendy right now, maybe this is what is working right now, let me do it, which means you're not trusting your timing and you're not understanding that your journey is unique. You're not trusting your timing. You're not understanding that your journey is unique. You start forcing everything, forcing relationship, forcing promotions, forcing businesses, forcing things that you understand and know not my goal, this is not my vision, this is not what I'm working towards. But because you think it's not working at this particular moment, you're supposed to be ahead of this place. You're supposed to have gotten everything that you're supposed to get. And you're supposed to even be more than these people that are achieving this thing. You start comparing yourself to these people. Why are they doing better? Why are they doing more than me? I even know more than them. Why then in secondary school I was more clever than this person? I used to have the perfect relationship, the good relationship. Why are these things working out for them right now? It's not working out for me. You forget about your own timing. You forget about the purpose that you were created here. You forget about the faith that you're supposed to have in. You start adapting yourself. You start, pressuring yourself, putting pressure in yourself that let's do this, let's do that, let's try this, let's try that, it's going to work, you start adapting yourself that this goal that I'm trying to achieve, this is that I'm trying to work towards or working towards, is it going to work? Is it for me? Most of the time you might even start crying, asking God, is it for me? When am I going to get it? This happens to us sometimes when what we're trying to work on is not working on us. Yes, this quote was said by Mara Goldwyn. I have the quote on my book, but the book is not about. I don't know if I said it correctly. When you're trying to work on something, you might think the thing is not working on you. It's working on you. It's just that you don't have the understanding that it either works on you or works for you. I think something like that. So you always need to understand the both parts. Sometimes you ended up dumping something and think, it did not work for me, but you gain something from it. You learn something from it. You understand something from it that it's going to make you, keep driven in life. Impacted you, that thing that you think it did not work on you, it impacted you in one way or the other of your life. So I'm saying this right now. This is why I said something about that. When you trusting your vision, you're trusting your timing, please focus on the goal that you're trying to do. Especially when you run to social medias. You run to social medias and you continuously scrolling. Suddenly you start comparing yourself because you start seeing people at your age, the same age with you, seeing people that you're 25 or you sometimes you're even 31 and people 25, they're already making it big, they're already having the 6-figure income, and you see sitting down here, your goal is not even clear to you, you don't even know what to do with yourself. And this is when comparison comes. You start comparing yourself, you start doubting yourself. You might not even have all these thoughts before you don't enter the social media and start seeing the achievement, the success of these people getting success, their 6 figures, their income, beautiful relationship, beautiful family, and you forget about your vision, you forget about your timing, how unique your timing is, and you start comparing yourself. Why is my own different? Why is my own not working? I'm not even in a relationship. I don't even have clarification of my goal. I don't even know if I'm going to make it or not. You forget about the vision. You forget about the purpose that you were created here. That even if it's not clear right now, but it's still going to happen. Even if it's slow right now, it's still going to happen. Even if those people at 25 they got to that place, and you at 31 you see where you are right now, and you don't even know yet what to do with yourself or where you're even going, you're confused, you're still going to get to that place. This is why I make an example before that. Even if you drive 120 or 180 per miles and someone is driving 100 or 80 per miles, this person might seem very slow. This person might seem as if they're not even driving, they're not even going to get to that place. This person might seem as if the vision is not clear. It's confusing, but as far that this person is concentrating, their attention is in the driving, they are focusing, they're not letting the outside world of comparison to take their attention, they are not waiting for outside validation, and they're not comparing themselves or doubting themselves. Yes, sometimes doubt and pressure and comparison sneak in. This silent doubt and comparison, they sneak in without your awareness. But when you're aware, you catch it and you start affirming that I trust my timing, I understand my timing is perfect, and I'm going to trust it because I know I have a purpose. Then you focus on this driving that you're doing, even when you know that your driving is slow, even when you know that I'm taking this slow, I don't know if I'm going to get there, and this person that's driving 120 or 180 got there before you. Does that mean you're not going to get there, sweetheart? You're going to get there at your perfect timing. You're going to get there at your own right time. This person got there at their right time and at their perfect timing. You too is going to get there at your own perfect and right time. Even if it took too much time, even if it's delayed so much, but you are able to bring back your concentration, your focus on the goal and the journey, you're still going to get there. And love, if this video impacted you, which I know that impacted me, because as I was doing this video, I knew exactly that I'm talking to myself. I knew exactly that I'm speaking to myself directly. I don't know if video touched you and impacted you. Leave me a comment in the comment section and like this video. But before we go, I'll be recapping by, remember, trust your timing. Trust your timing is about faith. Like I said, you having faith on your time, you having faith on the goal, you believe in God, universe, or whatever you believe on, that you understand and knew that yes, they created you for a purpose. You were created here for a specific purpose. And even if the purpose right now is not clear to you, but it's going to be visible one day, and you're going to get that clarity, and you're going to get to that point or that place that you're trying to go. And stop looking at these people that say and saying that they are ahead of you, everything is working out from there. Why is it not working out for me? Because when you start looking at them, comparing yourself, this is when you start having doubt. This is when you start putting pressure on yourself. This is when you start putting everything in your hands and telling God, your creator, that don't worry, I can do it myself. Don't worry, I'm in charge right now. And when you start doing this, you're putting rush, you're putting resistance. They're not going to work. Probably you're not going to get to that place. Probably your car is just going to spoil on the road. Probably something is just going to happen. You will never get to that place, and you return back to square one. You're already half of the journey. It's very important to celebrate people that are winning right now. Celebrate with them and understand that you still get to that part. Celebrate with them and understand that you're going to get to that place even if your journey is very slow right now. They did it, which means even if they did it very, very fast, it's their own timing. It's their own timing. Even if they did it very, very fast, does not mean that you're not going to do it. They're just giving you a signal, and they are telling you indirectly that yes, it's possible for you, that you can do it, even if you're slow right now, but you can do it and you can get to that place. But continue believing, continue having that faith, and continue having the mindset that it's possible, and that your timing, you're not trying to race with someone that are not racing with you. Because when you're trying to take a race with someone that are not racing with you, you will be the loser, and you will always be the one to lose, and you will always go back to square one. You're already half of the journey. It's not fair for you to always fall back to square one. But when you're racing with people that are not racing with you, competing with people that are not even competing with you, this is how you're always going to fall back to square one. Fall back to square zero. So right now, the place that you are right now, I know you're already in the middle. You're almost in that place. Keep keeping the focus. Keeping the concentration. Focus on your goal. Focus on your vision. Remove this distraction from your right and your left hand side. Remove these things that are trying to remove your focus from where you're going, and continue focusing, continue trusting, and continue having faith in your goal. So love, thanks for watching this video to the end, and thanks for staying to this time. Don't forget that I love you and got here, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow again on my next topic. Peace.